Is higher?
Can anybody top that one? I'm sorry.
Is higher redshirting? Is that
Most likely. Yeah, I think most likely. Yeah, he's still realistic. I don't see him really getting back full speed probably until September.
Who are we talking about there?
Dan Hire.
Dan Hire.
Will he face some type of discipline when he gets back?
Naturally. Okay. Naturally. It'll be, he missed a lot of time. He's been in pretty serious shape physically, so he's been working to get his academic work completed, and then once he gets back with us, we'll handle that. I think we're making progress, but it's not. It's been a long road certainly. That part's frustrating for everybody involved, but the good thing is at least with each turn and with each test, things are positive. So he is working not with us, but he's working with the rodeo people in the hospital, and we're hopeful at some point here he's going to have some re-entry and back into to the program. But we obviously got to be very, very cautious too, just to make sure everything's copacetic.
Do you have any idea how far away he is?
Well, no, I don't. I wish I did. I may know more next week. Next time we meet. I think we're meeting on Tuesday. But it's been a serious issue, and a lot of the things that they're really concerned about have been ruled out. That's the good news. Then there's some things that it takes time to run tests and see how he's progressing. So, we'd love to have him back, certainly. We're hoping to have him back. I think we're about on 8 months right now. But the good news is he's moving in the right direction, so hopefully he'll get cleared.
Will you save a camp spot for him?
Yeah, he's definitely coming to camp again, unless I learn something next week contrary to that. So how much he'll be able to do, I don't know.
Freshman, okay, or what's?
As far as I know, I expect everybody to be ready to go. So.
You've been around long enough to see the Big Ten in a lot of different stages. Does this kind of feel like a transition period? Not only with Nebraska divisions, all that stuff, but also some pretty high-profile coaching changes.
Yeah, I wasn't here in 92, excuse me, so I didn't go through the Penn State expansion part. So it's very different from that standpoint. It's going to feel different. That's one thing I did say back before they decided what the conferences or divisions were going to look like. And it'll be a different feel certainly this year. But we'll all get settled in and look at it. I think one thing about change, if you look around the world of sports or look around just the world in general, we live in a world of change. So I developed a motto back when I was at Maine. I told my wife, if I ever come home and say I'm surprised by something, just take me to the back. So I can't say I'm surprised, but it's certainly something that we mentioned.
What do you think of the Hogan figure being first-year coaches? That's a pretty big deal.
Well, I can just tell you this: Brady Hoke we faced when he was at Ball State. We played one of his teams, and they're very well coached. One of the films that helped us the most in preparation for our bowl game last year was the San Diego State Missouri game. They were very well coached on that film, so expecting to see a Michigan team that's very well coached, and they've got good talent. So I think it's going to be a great challenge. Luke Fickell, a friend of mine, told me about Luke Fickell probably about 6 or 7 years ago. Keep an eye on it. He's an up-and-coming coach, and I expect him to get a few years. He's a tremendous football coach, tremendous person, and obviously has a great background from Ohio State. Probably different than started out at Maine, yeah, for sure. A little different.
What was their reaction when Coach Russell dismissed from Ohio State?
It's an unfortunate circumstance, I guess. And again, it's part of what goes on in the world, not only in sports but in our world in general. We all move on. The guys that had the surgery are all doing fine. We had a couple guys that had some things later on that maybe a little slow at the start. I think overall.
Hey, Coach, how big do you expect this rivalry game it's going to get now over time?
They've got such a strong tradition. It goes back, forever. It's kind of like playing Ohio State or Michigan. Ours is a little bit more recent and what have you. But, I guess I'm looking back, that was my first game as a head coach in '99. I think we were ranked about 140th, and they were about second or third, maybe they're first. The next year was kind of about the same. So at least the field ought to be a little bit more level than it was a decade ago. We played them back. I was involved in 2 games as an assistant, 81-82. one was fun, one wasn't so fun. So yeah, they've got a great team, great program. Buzz done a fantastic job there. Yeah, it'll be a great challenge for us. I know that.
Kirk, if the word sleep were used 2 or 3 times to describe your team this year, history-wise, that's usually when you guys do best. You like these circumstances?
Time will tell. Time will tell. I like our team. I like the guys on our team. I think we've got an opportunity to grow and develop. But we have to do that. We've done that better in some years than others. And that's really going to be the challenge and task for us, and we're going to have to stay healthy. Well, those guys have worked hard. I know they've pushed hard. And, it seems like every time we have the Shrine game, that week is particularly warm. It was last week. And last week I remember Robert Gallery's picture being in a local paper. When he was coming out of high school, it would have been the summer of 2000, I think. I think it was like 99 degrees and just ridiculous. So it's been tough on everybody. I think everybody's just got to adjust things a little bit. But our players are tired. I know that. I had a group out to the house last week, and it was a pretty quiet group. They didn't move around a lot. They were conversive, but they weren't really. They weren't running around playing basketball or anything like that.
So they're working through the heat.
They are. Yeah, they are.
Let's talk about Matt Dillon earlier. He was talking about that Ohio State game with James and how he played and just what that said about him. Are you taking a lot of confidence from that performance?
I do. I think it's a real credit to him. And he had a lot of help. Ricky Stanzi and Ken O'Keefe did a great job helping him get ready. And you couldn't ask a guy to compete better than he did in that ball game. He made a couple mistakes, but that's for first time start. That was pretty impressive and a very important game. And then the next week, is another step in the education. But I think what I envision right now, I think we'll probably see some ups and downs in September. I think he'll level off and do very well. He's working extremely hard. And again, we've had the luxury as coaches of watching him, and his teammates have had a chance to see him last year prepare and just what he does in practice. The guy is so invested. Ricky Stanzi was the same way. So, that makes you feel good. And now he's got to go out and do it. But we have all the confidence in the world to do well. Last year we had to replace AJ Eaton, 3-year starter. Tyler Nielsen may have played even better than AJ had the year before. So sometimes it works that way. That's what we're hoping for.
Donovan Johnson, Kirk, is he still with you guys?
He's left the team. Yeah,
okay.
He's left the team. Yeah. Left school, I should say.
Just his decision wasn't.
Well, I think he's going to end up in a junior college.
Okay.
You can connect the dots on that one. Yeah. It was kind of a random thing. Ken was out spring recruiting, and they had a combine going on at the school. And so he caught Ken's eye and looked at tape, and one thing led to another. I'm guessing he's a little bit undersized. Maybe that's probably why some people chose not to recruit him. But we liked his aggressiveness, and we're not necessarily his highest team, so we didn't have that entertainment, roller coaster bars out there like you have at the amusement parks. So we're excited about him. We're impressed with everything we found out about him. We're eager to have him join our team.
Dominic McAlvis, used to that D-tap. Raised a few eyebrows today. Just talking about that.
Yeah, he played both in the spring.
Yeah.
He played both tackle and end, and I'm not saying he's Carl Klug, but it's Carl had that versatility, and there are probably some parallels between the two guys. But I think he's a guy who can do it mentally and physically, play both positions. And with our line next year, certainly I think we know what we have with Broderick, we know what we have with Mike Daniels. Then it's a matter of, I think, trying to fit the pieces a little bit. That's one position, that and the secondary two positions probably that are really going to be interesting to watch. Just see how they unfold during the course of August and maybe even September.
So can you officially call Mike Ohio State free safety? Is that safe?
If you want to, you could. I mean, he is right now, but we know what he can do at corner. And it's really more a matter of the other pieces of the puzzle. We wanted to see, first of all, if he could do it, which we're confident he can do that, and play well back there. As far as knowing what to do, making the calls, all those types of things, it's a real quarterback position.
Right.
We're not sure what else we have back there at that point, and then the other factors, what happens out at corner. So you've got guys like B.J. Lowry and Greg Castillo. Those guys are kind of the next. But two things I'm pretty confident that Prater and Heidel both be starting on. We get going. I'm not sure where. Prater will be our corner.
Do you have any idea of freshmen? I know
not yet. Yeah.
Just showing up on campus basically.
Yeah, not yet. We'll see.